books that I couldn't quite afford yet. And so it's just kind of really full circle to be standing here now talking to you guys. A little bit about this book, and I feel like I have to hold it. I don't know why, but I wrote this book after I left Salt Lake. I was teaching school in Salt Lake, and I decided, at the time I kind of started to have this dream about wanting to be a writer, but it just kind of seemed that I wasn't the kind of person to write a book. I thought that, like, to be a writer I had to have a degree and I had to wear a tweed jacket and smoke a pipe, or I don't know, I just had like this whole idea of what a writer was. So when I moved, I was trying to get my teaching certification in Philadelphia, and it didn't happen, so I was substitute teaching. And I don't know if there's any substitute teachers here, but good for you if you do that job, because I hated it. And I was pregnant with my first daughter, and so during this is bad to even admit to, but I would start writing while I was substitute teaching, during the breaks mostly. And that's kind of where the dream was born. So it's just kind of, it's been really interesting that it was a hard time because I was trying to teach and I couldn't get this classroom, and that's what I was so into doing. And from that, that's how I became a writer, because I couldn't do the thing I wanted to, so I started to do the thing that I had always dreamed of doing that I never really knew that I could do. So Princess for Hire, I started writing this about 3 years ago. I wrote it for a couple weeks and then I quit because it was a pink book, and I thought I needed to write something a little more not pink. And I just kept coming back to the story because it was just so fun to write, and this character was just, I think a lot of me, everyone in my family keeps telling me this, but a lot of me is really in this character. So this book is about a girl named Desi, and she is 13, and the part I'm going to read from today is Desi is just living like the regular life of a 13-year-old. She has your regular insecurities. Her ex-best friend is dating the boy that she likes, and she has this epic embarrassing moment that makes her start to just feel really depressed about her situation. And she's taking a bath, and while she's taking a bath, she is reading an ad in the newspaper, and it says Princess for Hire wanted, and she comes to find out that she has something called magic potential, and she can go and be an exact look-alike for any princess in the world. So she, of course, takes this job, and so she thinks it's going to be a life of tiaras and glamour. And so this is the trial gig that she's going on. They're putting her here to make sure that she has what it takes to be a princess. So it's not what she exactly expects it to be. And she travels in a bubble, so that's why there's explanation of a bubble, because that's just how everybody should travel when they're a princess. And she has an agent, and that agent is named Meredith, so that's who books the gigs for her.